I'm Dan Galusha and welcome to another edition of Shoot N Plink. I'm not doing any shooting today. In fact, what I'm going to do is, it's a warm day. Some people would say it's hot, but for me, I like hot weather. And Pepper didn't come with us. So, you know, I don't know, he just didn't want to come, it didn't seem like, and I don't know why, maybe because I wasn't going to be doing any shooting. But what I am going to do, and this is for all you folks that have been followers of Shoot N Plink, and those who have not. So think about subscribing, and you'll get to see all this in use. So what am I going to do? I'm going to give you a tour, and I've done this before, I know, but this is a little bit different. The Cedar Oaks Shooting Range that I've set up, along with the help of Brandon Rogala, is pretty much complete. We might add a few things or whatever, but I got my knife throwing range in, I've got my storage shed, I've got some tables. You're going to be seeing all this, because what I want to do is to show you, I came out here to work on this place. A lot of it I have kind of patterned after Hickok 45, and yet I put a different twist with it because it's really into the woods, but it do have the traffic noise a lot of times like Hickok has, as you may hear back there. And some of it gets noisier, such as his does too. But and he, like he always says, he's got a deal on a cheap muffler for somebody. Well, I don't seem to get as much of that, but I do get some. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a tour of Cedar Oaks and what it looks like after I have trimmed it out quite a bit. Hopefully I got just about everything, but I don't know, there's probably a few things I've missed, and we might find them as we go along. So let's go back to the entrance of Cedar Oaks. By the way, this is the pit. This is the first thing I ever built in here. Anyway, we'll probably talk about that as you take your tour. So let's start your tour. This is the opening of Cedar Oaks, and as you can see, there's the sign. It's a little bit overgrown. I guess I missed that when I was doing all of this trimming. That was made by Brandon Rogala, by the way. Did a very good job of it. Even helped me hang it up there. So let's go on up and I'll show you what the trails are actually like when everything is full grown. When you walk through here, you got to be kind of careful that you don't fall on some rocks. And when I was doing all the clearing, I tried to take out as many stubs as I could. Hadn't done that since I first started working on this, but as I had said, this is pretty much finished now. And since we're coming up to the 50-yard lane first, why don't we detour, because what you're looking at up there is the 25, and of course there's a 25 over here too, naturally, because it's 50. And I'll show you about that. Got way up here, you can see this bench that I just put in. This is kind of a work bench, but also a standing shooting bench. And I'll put you up here so that you can see when we're doing these what I'm looking at up there. And I'll zoom it in. There's actually 10 target areas, and you might see this stump, or this log rather, that is right up here. That right there, if you would stand behind that, that is 30 yards up to there. Where you see those that are right here, and I'll bring you in, right there, that's 25 yards from that area that we were just at down here. So now on up from here, that's 50 yards, you can see, and I've got two Make It Ring AR 500 target hangers. All those others that you see, well, I guess there is a third one there somewhere, but all those others you see are T-posts, and we got Make It Ring T-post hangers. You can see all those all the way down. I've got them painted red. And anyway, this is the 50-yard range, and I'll zoom you back out so you can actually get a good idea of where it's at. I'll bring it clear back out now. Here we are, we're at 50 yards right now. So let's go on over to the 25-yard range, and I'll show you what that's like. Because we've also got a knife throwing range over here. And as I said, what I wanted to do is to show you what Cedar Oaks is like. Now it's, I may have told you, it's right around the upper 90s, or supposed to be today, something like that. And it's not bad in here. We've got a very nice breeze. I think the wind, they said, is supposed to be up to like 30 miles an hour. I just tripped over a stub that I missed. And this is kind of a little workbench that I got right here. It's a place to put my guns, ammunition, my knives, what have you, when we're doing the 25-yard shoots. And the 25-yard shoots are right up there. And we've got a pit, and that was one of the first things I dug here at Cedar Oaks, was that pit. And I did it all by hand, and that was a mess. I want to make some photos in here for you too on some of this stuff. Now we'll take a detour here, bring us back here. And I've got this marked all the way up. This over here is our knife throwing, knife and axe throwing, I should say. And I just put this in recently along with those benches. And here we are here. We're standing right here. This is the 30-foot line. All those other little places you see up there are 7, 10, 13, and 16 feet. And like I said, back here's 30. So now I'm going to take you up these other trails so you can see those. I've got different ones, and the deer have kind of helped me actually. They're my buddies. It's kind of a wildlife sanctuary here. Got a shed which we can get into if we got any bad weather, and put other things in there, targets, what have you. Stuff. Pepper uses that too, and Pepper's not with us today. He didn't want to come. I guess he thought it was too hot. You've got two deals here. I'll show you that ravine that we were just looking at 50 yards. That starts right here. And you've seen this before in videos if you're a follower of Shoot N Plink. And we'll go on down here. Here we are. Now you can see this is actually 25 yards, if you can see that right there. Right from here. It's 25 yards, not up to that backing, but again, up to that log you can see up there. And then past that, it's about, probably about 30 yards at least. Maybe a little bit more, but we got two trails here. We got one off to there, which we're not going to take because I'm going to show you these over here. Going to go back up, and we'll take a couple of them here. This one has been blocked, as you can see, just a wee bit. Might straighten that out, but I go up here anyway. And you can see here I've got one over here, and then this one we're going to take because it's going to join into this other one anyway. This one goes clear up to the 50-yard area so that I can put my targets all the way along. And the same with the one over there. You can see it. We're going up through here, side by side, along the ravine. And this goes on up here. I told you that other one joined in. There it is right there. And we got some deer trails that I didn't cut. They're off to the side here. But as you can see, we take this one, and it's steep, as you can tell. And here's our make it ring target hangers, and also our T-posts. You can see this is a make it ring right here. They're made of the AR-500 steel, just like the targets are. And there's our backup. And we'll go around here, and you can see down there, that's where that table is that we were at. I can get you zoomed in on it. There we go. Sorry about the shaking. But that is the table right there that we were just at. And we'll bring it back up. Okay, this is 50 yards up here. Well, let's go back to the spot where we started. Well, we're back here at the starting point. Hopefully enjoyed that. I really like it out here. As you can tell, it's there's a lot of animal activity. I've got deer, I've got turkeys, a lot of wild turkeys, and don't hear them too much now, but it's summer, full-blown summer, 90s weather. I love it. A lot of people don't, but I do. I really get up and get going. As a lot of you know that have followed Shoot N Plink, I do have an arthritic problem, as you can see from my hands. And so when it gets hot like this, I'm up and cooking because I don't have the pain. I've got plenty of movement and everything is really good. But I did want you to see this, what it's like, why I like it, and for those of you who have never subscribed before, hit that subscribe link. I think there's a little picture down here somewhere of me and Pepper when we've been out here when we first started all this. And so just click on that and you can subscribe. And that's it. We're probably going to be doing some more things here, and hopefully you enjoyed the tour of Cedar Oaks and that you'll be looking at what takes place here again, and look at some of the videos around the channel because they were filmed here. Until next time, shoot safe and have a great day of plinking.